everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time watching me, welcome. This video is my haul from Dessa's Homespun scents from her July pre-order. It's a little bit overdue. I've had this order for a few weeks, but just getting the chance to sit down and film this. Dessa is Dessa Bonner. She used to live in Arizona, but she relocated to Ohio earlier this year to be closer to family. If you are watching this, and you're anticipating what's going to be on the next pre-order, that will be October 19th. I believe it's a Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. And that will be a select approximately 50 blends that is going to be mostly holiday scents, a couple of this and that, and a couple of, ones that you guys vote in. If you're in her Facebook group, go ahead and check out the poll that she posted yesterday and vote for the ones that you hope make the final pre-order list. Dessa will be working on that the next week or so and be posting that in her group so you guys can make your lists. Once the final list has been posted, I will do a video breakdown of all of the blends that's being offered. I've had a lot of her holiday blends. I've been shopping with Dessa for a few years, so I feel confident that that will be able to help some of you guys out. So without further ado, here we go. I do have to warn you, Poppy's been extremely active around this time, so if you hear crashing, noise, playing around, anything like that, it's Poppy. So just forgive her this time. Each order comes with an invoice here that Dessa uses to double check herself and for us to make sure we get everything that we ordered. Some of them may be 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, depending on what you ordered. And then also a thank you card here, and Dessa always puts a little handwritten note on hers. And on the back here are some melting tips. I think this is a new, these cards are new because before it used to be on her little business card and such. So this back here just talks about warmers, and she recommends approximately 0.7 to 1 ounce in a higher wattage warmer, such as a hot plate, wide and shallow bowl, tea light, or a candle crock. So her wax does need the heat. That's a little tip here on this card. And then my sample bag, which is right here, I will do those last. So sorry, I have something in my eye. It's that time of year for allergies, but okay. What was a little bit different about this pre-order is Dessa has changed her formula a little bit. And a lot of you guys who have been receiving your orders and posting and warming already, you have had great feedback for her, and she is very pleased with that. I helped test out the formula, but I haven't smelled any of these. I got a lot of new to me blends and some returning favorites, but I haven't had a chance to really warm different blends throughout my home to see how these ones are doing. I got a lot of fall blends, of course. That was what this pre-order was for. So sit back and relax, and hope you like virtually sniffing these scents with me. Dessa is a Dessa Bonner, like I said, and she's just she's so happy to be back in the wax game. She took a sabbatical from wax with her relocating, but she is excited for this next pre-order, this Christmas one, to give you guys a chance to get your holiday blends. And then in January sometime, she will have her regular larger 90 to 100 cent pre-order ready to go. So this first one here I want to talk about is Seaside Escape. I don't have my ring light on today. I'm using the natural light from outside, so usually it's bright in my face. Seaside Escape. This is salt and brine, ocean air, sweetened with lavender and toasted marshmallow. This is a house blend. There are some of these that are brand new blends to Dessa, and some of these are new blends to me that mine have already, been a standard house blend for her. But I went with this one here because it's got a little bit of lavender in it, and salt and brine, ocean air. This is going to be a not beach nights, because it's not straight beach nights, but a beachy, salty, oceanic situation. And This smells really nice. You get a little bit of the saltiness from the salt and brine, a little bit of that ocean air, but it is sweetened up with lavender and marshmallow. I really like this one. This one could be good for summertime. It has a little bit of a beachy feel to it, so it could be, you know, spring into summer or in the middle of winter when it's cold outside. So this is Seaside Escape. One blend that I did not get that a lot of you guys are going crazy over is Autumn Equinox. That's on the list though to vote for it to come back. So if that's one that you're in love with, unfortunately I didn't grab it. I don't know why I didn't grab it. Probably because I was really trying to be good. But I'm always trying to be good. So this next one here is Maple Crunch Pancakes. These are in her Breakaway bars. I love these. These give you enough of a chance to put it around your home in at least some of your warmers. I know some of you guys have a lot of warmers, but I love this. And then I also have to comment, I can see in this one here, the oil. You can't really see it on the camera, but there's oil that's coming out of the wax. Dessa did increase her fragrance load a bit, so you might see that in some of these, especially with this new formula that she has. This is fluffy pancakes, rich butter, maple syrup, and crunchy caramelized walnuts. This smells fantastic. It's really like fresh pancakes. There, it brightened up a little bit. Fresh pancakes with a little bit of syrup, the walnuts, almost like if you're going out to eat for breakfast and they have those fancy pancakes with fruit compote on it, or caramelized sticky walnuts, or pecans with a little bit of whipped cream. This smells fantastic. This would go beautifully. If this comes back in the future, I would blend this with a coffee or a raspberry, blueberry. This just is fantastic. I love that one. Next, this is a new one. This is raspberry jam filled cronuts. Croissant-like pastry dough filled like a donut, filled with our fresh raspberry jam rolled in sugar crystals. This is a house blend. I already know this one is super popular. Her raspberry jam is phenomenal. I love it. This smells really good. I love her raspberry. Farm Fresh Raspberry Jam is what it's called. And it's a really, really good, yummy, take it from me, it's great raspberry. What this one smells like is it's the raspberry, but you can get a little bit of donut glaze and a little bit of more of a bakery kick to it than I had this one before plain, but the raspberry sometimes can be a little bit strong, so sometimes the underlying notes, you know, whatever it's blended with, can take a back seat. So when I got this one, I know that she offered her Farm Fresh Raspberry Jam plain, and I was just going to do that. I used that in a couple of my customs here. But I decided to go for the cronuts to give it a chance. And where I was going was sometimes, in my opinion and in my experience, the raspberry is so strong and powerful that the other notes that it's blended with can kind of take a back seat, but this does not. You can really smell the pastry dough. You can smell the extra sugar that's in it. I really, 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 I like that one. Oh, that's great. Okay, this next one here is Sweet Lavender Beach. I think this was a new blend. This is Beach Nights combined with sweet and soothing lavender and hints of vanilla. I really like Dessa's Beach Nights. It's a good, authentic dupe Beach Nights. And blended with lavender, this is a beautiful, sweet, and soothing, just like she said. A sweet and soothing lavender sweetened up just a bit with vanilla. This reminds me of some other big vendors' lavender. I'm thinking of Teddy B, Second and Spruce, that type of sweet lavender. If you like those lavenders, you would probably like this blend here. That smells great. This would be, excuse me, good for bedtime, relaxation, morning time, calm down time. I'm really happy that I gave that one a chance. This next one is Scratch Kitchen. This is deep fried funnel cake, doughy cronuts, and buttery apple crumble. I wasn't going to get Scratch Kitchen, but I decided to give it a try because I don't think I ordered apple crumble by itself, and I know it was offer, but I wanted to try it in a blend. Apple crumble is one of my favorite apple bakery blends that Dessa offers. In my opinion, Dessa does apple very, very well, especially apple bakery. So I thought this would be great with the addition of the funnel cake and the cronuts. This one, that is so creamy and rich and buttery with apple crumble, and you can just smell the steam coming off of it hot out of the oven with a little bit. You could even add vanilla ice cream to this for an extra kick of creaminess. The cronut, the funnel cake, this, that is very, very, very good. Scratch Kitchen. So far, these have all been house blends, with the exception of the maple crunch pancakes. Okay, next we have Butter Pecan Latte. This is fresh brewed coffee, buttery pecan creamer, and crushed butter brickle toffee bits. Butter pecan creamer, if you've never had butter pecan coffee creamer, it is so good. So that was part of what drew me to this one, and plus it's a coffee blend. So let's see what this one's like. This is nice. The coffee isn't too overpowering. You really can smell the toffee and a little bit of the creamy butter pecan, which I really appreciate, because sometimes coffee, like raspberry, coffee can overtake a blend. But Dessa also does coffee really, really well. She has some of my favorite coffee blends that are out there in the wax world, and I absolutely am happy that, I have this one. Oh, I'm so excited. If you know me personally, or I should say as close as you can without meeting me, you know that I don't really make lists a long time ahead of time. I make my lists the morning of, or if I need to, the night before. And I do that because I don't want to sit and revise my list 6 or 7 times, because I know myself. I go in with my list, I stick to my list, and sometimes I go back in and buy some more of this or something that I forgot. But I really was meticulous with which ones I chose on my list. There were some that I usually do buy. I believe one of them is Fall in New England. I really forgot to get Fall in New England. And when I realized that Dessa was still open, she did close earlier for this pre-order, but I didn't go back in and grab it because I was just trying to let it go. It'll be back. I'm just telling you, if you know that I love Fall in New England, you're not going to see that in this video because I forgot it. So this next one here is Blankets and Bonfires. This is roasted pine cones, creamy oat milk, cranberry jam, and warm fireside. I love a good cranberry blend. And Dessa, I haven't had any of her pine cone blends. I want to say this is this is a new blend, new to me at least, but I love that vibrant red. That is just absolutely gorgeous. That smells so good. This is very holiday-like to me, very Christmas. I think this might be on the list to come back, to be voted back for next time, maybe. I voted yesterday when I saw the post. I'll have to go back and see. Right off the bat, I'm getting sweet and creamy cranberry. I love it. I can get a little bit of roasted pine cones, but it's very holiday. Not as in super duper pine, super duper, knock you down spice. It's nothing like that. It has a little bit of coziness to it, and a little bit of cranberry, a little bit of pine cone. Oh, this is really good. The creamy oat milk, I think it's just contributing to the creaminess of the blend. It's not necessarily giving any sort of spice or anything like that. I really, really like this one. Oh, so excited. This next one is a repurchase for me. This is Holiday Eggnog. This is rich, indulgent, creamy eggnog of Nana's rich, indulgent, creamy concoction of Nana's homemade eggnog, with a touch of rum. So I have had Dessa's eggnog before, and it is the perfect balance of a little bit of rum and creamy vanilla. If you like a good eggnog scent, this is one that I hope will make it back on the holiday pre-order, just because eggnog, we warm around this time of year. I love eggnog myself personally, with or without rum. I'll take it either way. You can get a little bit of nutmeg from here, but not too much. It's got that beautiful vanilla quality, a little bit of egginess to it, but a little bit of rum at the same time. Love that one. This next one is Pumpkin Pretzel Crunch. This is doughy butter pretzel, pumpkin filling, and crunchy caramel bits. This one I've had before, and I couldn't wait to get it again. I absolutely love Dessa's pretzel blends. I really do. She's got a wonderful buttery pumpkin that is doughy and a little bit salty, but not too much. And it's soft. You can almost smell it right in front of your face. It's so realistic to me. I don't get too much pumpkin, just the creamy factor and a little bit of caramel. I love caramel and pumpkin together, and I love caramel and pretzel together. So it was a no-brainer why I snagged this one. I should have got that in a bigger size, to tell you the truth. This next one here is Pumpkin Cream Cold Brew. Cold brew coffee, creamy oat milk, and pumpkin cream cold foam. I think this one might be on the list again to come back, but I'll tell you something. I really like this. The coffee is a little understated. It's not as strong as coffee bean or coffee on Maine, at least on my sniff with this. I'm getting the creaminess from the cold foam and the creaminess from the oat milk. I personally make pumpkin cold foam for my coffees every couple of days or so. It's really easy to make at home. And I love that she put that blend. It was a coffee drink from Starbucks, of course, and they still have it. But I know how into coffee Dessa is. She has a coffee bar in her house and everything. So I love that she put what she drinks into wax. I love it. This if you like the spiced oat milk, you can really smell it in this blend. It's got that perfect balance of a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, but not too much. And a little bit of just creaminess from the pumpkin. Oh, I'm in love with all of these so far. So good. Okay, the last little Breakaway bar I have is Pumpkin Potion. This is a new blend this was brand new from last time. Pumpkin puree, sweet pumpkin oat milk, and Nana's pie crust with pumpkin spices. This is beautiful orange. Look at that. That's jack-o'-lantern orange if I've ever seen one. Oh, I got a 3 with oat milk, which I'm not complaining about. I think it's a new oil that Dessa had, because I don't really remember seeing any other blend before with oat milk in it. So I'm happy that she got that blend. Got that oil, I should say. This one is very nice. This one is not spicy. I don't smell a lot of pumpkin spice in this. If you are one that doesn't like spice and you just like creamy pumpkin, this one is for you. This one, I don't really smell too much pie crust on cold, but this one might be needed to hit the heat, so all of those can come alive and really see what type of pumpkin bakery this is. So far, I'm going to warm this one first, I think, just because we're getting ready to go into October, my favorite month, and I don't have really many true just pumpkin bakery stuff that isn't a pumpkin pecan waffles or doesn't have any other competing notes going on. So I'm really happy to get that one going. Okay, next let's do my big bars. The big bars are these size ones here. I have got 4 of these. The first one I'll talk about here is Hoodie Season. This one might have been a new blend also. I love the color of this, that beautiful gray. I love gray. This is Palo Santo sweet cinnamon streusel, powdered sugar donuts, and leaves, Bath & Body Works. Love leaves. I'm a sucker for anything that has leaves in it. So, of course, I went for the big boy with this blend here. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. This is so good. So good. It is so autumnal. It's got a beautiful spice profile, but the leaves and the Palo Santo together, this is one of my favorite blends I've smelled across the board for fall blends. This is so good on cold. That sweet cinnamon streusel is just there for a little bit of sweet cinnamon, not too much, not too bad, a little bit of sugar there. You can get that leaves and Palo Santo, like I said. Oh, I'm in love with this one. Next, this is a repurchase, mostly for my husband. This is Georgia Peach. Dessa has the best peach in my experience of all the wax I've warmed, of all the vendors I've tried. Georgia Peach is my favorite peach. Like cutting into a fresh picked peach straight from the tree. So this one, I still have half of my big bar up in my melting tote that I warm for my husband, but oh, this is so good. Now, this is super strong. If you try to blend this with something, the peach kind of will overtake what you're trying to blend it with. I've done it before. I've cut it down to half of a cube, and it's still very, very powerful. So just warning, if you try to play scientist at home, like a lot of us do with blending, you might run into a very peachy situation. No pun intended, but oh, I love this Georgia Peach. Thank you, Dessa, for offering this one. I can warm my other older brittle, or excuse me, big bar freely. This next one here, I actually have going on downstairs. I'm warming this one in my kitchen area. This is Autumn Campfire. This is one of her quintessential fall blends. This is pumpkin, apple cider, gingerbread, marshmallow, seasonal spices, and campfire. A pretty complex blend, and this does have a smoky note to it. So it really smells like you're with a campfire. I love this. I really, really do. But I will tell you, if you do not like the smoky note, it is in this. So you might want to get a smaller size to try out for your home, or, you know, skip it, because it does have that smoky aspect to it, because it's a campfire scent. I get the gingerbread on warm and a little bit of the apple, but that campfire is pretty dominant in this blend. But I love it. You got another big size. This next one is Graveyard Mist, a little bit of Halloween to throw into the mix. This is petrichor, wet grass, fresh soil, wind-blown leaves, raw cedar, and smoked vanilla. Everything that's up my alley. That's everything that's nature and petrichor and oh, dampness. I love this blend. And the petrichor is it's a strong oil. It smells like potting soil because it's the wet earth after rain. It's just, go out, smell the ground after it rains, the dirt, and it has, you know, sometimes people can say you can smell the rain, or the earth smells different after a rain. That's petrichor. And a little bit of the wet grass, a little bit of soil, leaves. This is just a beautiful smell of the earth after a springtime rain, or even the cold fall rain that will be ushering in here pretty soon here in Utah. But I like this one. This is going to be warmed once spooky season really gets here. It's about 90 here today in Utah. It's going to be tapering down to the 80s and eventually the 70s. So these will be good for those rainy evenings that are coming in late October. And oh, I can't wait to get that's a spooky vibe going. Okay, next I have my my customs. I got five. I got five customs here. And I'm pretty sure that Dessa is not going to be offering the little small loaves or the large custom loaves, just because due to turnaround time and just basically, you know, times limiting her. She is going to be offering a larger loaf, I think, like she did last year with the holiday shapes. But just double check her post in the Facebook group and stay tuned for more of that. But somebody did ask earlier this week if she's going to be doing customs, and she said not this time. But everything will be back. Her full menu will be back in January. So this first one is Wish Upon a Star and Burnt Sugar Cake. I love burnt sugar cake. It is one of my favorite blends from Dessa. It's one of my favorite caramelized sugar caramel cake, sticky, yummy, ooey gooey, fattening oil. It's one of those. And I chose to blend it with Wish Upon a Star. Wish Upon a Star, I'm pretty sure, is the blueberry waffle blend, I think. And if it's not, then it is the wildberry mousse blend. I kind of get them confused, honestly. But what this one smells like is it has the integrity of the burnt sugar cake, but I'm really getting blueberry in here. So this is like a very, very nice blueberry cake, which is perfect for me. My husband and I both love blueberry and wax, so I'm happy with that one. This next one is sugared milk and cookies and farm fresh raspberry jam. I love the colors of this. This is beautiful. And also, I mean, this periwinkle color with the tan is beautiful too. Dessa, in my opinion, has some of the most beautifully colored wax and beautifully, I don't want to call it dyed, but just the striking vibrancy. Oh, there we go. The vibrancy of the hues that's used. I always have thought that. So this one here, I was just going for a raspberry cookie, which this basically is. And that's what this is, like a raspberry sugar cookie. That smells like the farm fresh raspberry jam, which I might have used a couple more times coming up here. This is a raspberry sugar cookie. It's perfect because I can blend that too with other things. Next is a repeat of a custom that I had made a couple times ago. This is raspberry jam filled cronuts and coffee on Main. Last time I just got the farm fresh raspberry jam with coffee on Main, but I decided to change it up this time and give that extra bump of bakery with the cronut part of the blend with my coffee. So this one here, you really can smell that nice rich cup of coffee, but it's very creamy and blended with the raspberry cronut. I love raspberry and coffee together. It's one of my favorite combinations if I'm looking for a coffee blend. So that's why I had this one created again. And I will always get this every time I can, especially if coffee on Main and the farm fresh raspberry jam's offered, or a raspberry jam of some sort in a bakery. I'll always get it because it's outstanding to me. It's one of my favorite raspberry bakery. It's one of my favorite raspberry oils, and I love that Dessa gives us the option for these little mini loaves. Although some like this next one, I might want to get a big loaf of. This is one I've had before too. This is farm fresh raspberry jam and burnt sugar cake. This one here is delicious. I love this. This smells so good. The raspberry, first and foremost, is there. I mean, it's a strong oil, guys. If you are a little nervous about trying the raspberry, next time it's offered, just try a small tile, see how it does with your nose. And then I have an idea that this one's going to be offered a lot because I know so many of us love raspberry. And those of you that have tried this raspberry, we're all talking to each other and spreading the word around. So this is, I think it's going to be as popular as sweet macerated strawberries, which I didn't get in this section here, in this order here, I should say. But I cannot say enough about the farm fresh raspberry jam. And my last little custom here is Wish Upon a Star and Pumpkin Pretzel Crunch. Once again, I love the periwinkle and brown here. This one, I love this pretzel too. That nice buttery pretzel with that blueberry. Oh, phenomenal. Oh, I love that. I haven't sniffed this order. It's been here for 2 weeks in my house, and I wanted to do this live on camera like I usually do, my initial sniffs. So let's get into the tubs. This is the new addition that Dessa added to her menu, are tubs. I don't remember how many ounces these are, but I like that she offers these because it makes cutting easy and storing easy, and I can get a little bit more bang for my buck. I'm just seeing how this one slides out of the container here. You should be able to just, let me use both my hands, just, you know, move it around like this, and it should flip out on itself very easily. I'm trying to do it, and it's not going to do it, but I know it'll do it because it will. Come on. I think, there we go. It fell out. So it just shimmies out just like that. This blend is original Christmas tree. So this one is back from out of the vault. This one was in the vault for a while. Christmas tree original. This one is fresh pine and Fraser fir. And this one is perfect for Christmas week, in my opinion. If you don't have a live tree like my house, I still like to smell Christmas tree. So I find just putting, and I really limit myself to true pine stuff like this. I really limit myself to just a couple of weeks in December, sometimes the week of Christmas, and then the following week before New Year's. And then I take it away, because pine, I loved nothing but pine and tree scents when I was younger, and I don't want to get burnt out on it to where I completely turned off at pine. To satisfy the pine that I'm looking for, I love pine cones. That's my next favorite tree scent. And Dessa does have a few blends with pine cones, but I got this for that true Christmas week. So good. Next, this is Sacred Grounds. This is a new blend. This is fresh brewed coffee, almond cream baguette, and sweet cinnamon streusel. I had to get this one because, number one, in a big size, because almond cream baguette is another one of my favorite blends from Dessa. I just finished up a brittle of it last week or the week before, and it's such a beautiful, true almond cream with a little bit of sugar, and it's so good. So I thought that with a little bit of extra sweet cinnamon sugar and blended with coffee, this is very, very good. If you like a cinnamon coffee, this one would be one that you would like. This next one here is Gingerbread House. I usually get this in a brittle, but I changed it up and got this in a tub this time. Every time this is offered, I buy it. It's my favorite gingerbread blend of any vendor, and my husband really, really, really likes this. If you like a true spicy gingerbread, this is one that you would want to try. Oh my goodness. This is described as fresh from the oven, spicy gingerbread blended with cinnamon, nutmeg, molasses, and vanilla. If you've ever made homemade gingerbread and you're stirring it up, it's a pretty dense batter. But once you add your molasses in there and all of your spices, your gingerbread, I put a little bit of cardamom in mine too, just to give a little bit of an extra warming effect. That's what this smells like. I know that gingerbread can be a little bit too harsh to some noses. This can always be blended with a cookie, like a sugar cookie or a cake, to tone that down. But if you are one that likes a true traditional gingerbread, this one is perfect. Oh, I love it. Next is Wish Upon a Star. Yes, that's what I thought. This one is Belgian waffles, sweet blueberry compote, and creamy zucchini bread. I've had this blend before. It's fantastic. This one, see, that one fell right out like that. Just depends on how sealed that wax is in the container. But I love this. Dessa has a very creamy, rich zucchini bread. It doesn't have much of a spice complex, so it blends very well and just ups the fattening factor and the creamy factor, bakery, yumminess, deliciousness. I love her blueberry compote. I don't know if that's multiple oils together or a single oil, and Belgian waffles is really, really good too. Another blueberry waffle blend that she has is Main Street Blueberry, but if you have a chance to try Wish Upon a Star, it's basically Main Street Blueberry waffles with zucchini bread added to it. Couple more here. I have 2 Wish Upon a Star. I don't remember ordering 2, but I guess I did. Let's see. Did I order? I must have ordered 2 because I don't remember. But when I made this order, there we go. Yes, I did order 2. When I made this order, I was at a parade, and I was literally standing in the front yard of my husband's golfing buddies. They're in their mother-in-law's house, and because she lives on the main street of the town where the parade was, and I was making my order standing in the blazing sun in the middle of July. But we had a good old time, and I was making my order because I had to, and I forgot I ordered two. This last one here is Pirate Voyage. Those of you that have watched all my Dessa videos from beginning till now know how much I love Pirate Voyage. This is one from her Main Street Memories collection, which is inspired by Disneyland. And this one is inspired by the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. This one is described as Pirates of the Caribbean inspired. Sea spray, aged wood, cannon smoke, and musty water. If you've ever been on a water ride, an indoor water ride at that, there's that mustiness, that little bit. I don't want to call it mildew because it's not true mildew. It's just that mustiness and that indoor water with wood, and just this really makes you feel like you're on a pirate ship. None of us have ever been on a pirate ship. At least I don't think any of us have. But I imagine this is what it would smell like. So if you've ever wondered what the boat smells like on a Little Mermaid or Pirates of the Caribbean or something, I have an imagination like that, and I just imagine that's what this would smell, what it would smell like. This, I think you guys know what I mean. So let me do my little samples, and this video is a wrap. So let's see, got in here. Stormy Nights. Stormy Nights. Let's see. That's a beautiful fresh scent. I think it's got a little bit of salty sea air or a little bit of ozone in it or something. It's got a nice freshness to it. I really like that one. Next is Shut the Front Door. This is a strawberry pound cake blend that has an overwhelming popularity already. So I have a feeling this one will be back again. Yep, you can really smell. This is strawberry pound cake and some other bakery oils blended together. They're escaping me right now. But this is one I debated on my list to order, and I didn't because I wanted to try something else. Trying to be good. I'm always trying to be good. So, I like that one. Strawberry pound cake lovers will like that one. And this last one is Snowflakes and Sleigh Rides. The one that I wish I got was the holiday movie season or the Christmas movie season. I thought I got that one, but I didn't. So hopefully, if that one comes back for Christmas time, I will order some of that one. Snowflakes and Sleigh Rides. Let's see. That's nice. It's got a little bit of a smoky aspect to it too, but not nearly as strong as the Presence is in Autumn Campfire. But it's got a freshness and Christmas to it too. I am interested to see how this one will brighten up during warm. So, okay, that's my video of my haul. I apologize for it taking a few weeks to get filmed and uploaded for you guys to watch, but I hope you guys have a beautiful week ahead. It's Sunday evening here where I am, and stay cool, stay safe. I hope that everybody, after the hurricane devastation that went through North Carolina, parts of Florida and such, I hope everybody is doing okay and safe, and time heals everything. So have a great week, and I'll see you soon.